guys, welcome back. I'm Rachel and this is Practically on Purpose. We are coming into summer in actually 4 days. My family and I are going to be traveling to the US for 6 weeks. So I just wanted to take a quick break, sit down with you and kind of run through some of the things that help me make a plan as I'm getting ready to do a big either project or coming into a really busy season. So obviously with that comes a lot of logistical challenges, a lot of considerations, what to do with the house, what to do with the dog, things to pack. Obviously this whole COVID situation is putting a lot of other logistics in place for us. One of the things I find the most helpful when I have so many thoughts just kind of flittering around in my head and a lot of my mind kind of being pulled in different directions is to sit down and do a brain dump. So what that is it's get a piece of paper and write down everything I am thinking about, everything that's weighing on my mind, all of the decisions I need to make, all of the plans I need to plan for, and just write everything down. When we have a lot of things going on or a lot of thoughts going through our head, we can feel really overwhelmed. And so sitting down, writing everything down, getting everything out really helps as a first step in making a plan. So there's a few ways to go about doing that. I often will go through kind of my roles. So as a mother, I have children, and so there will be considerations, plans I need to have in mind for my children for this summer. All right, we are going to be leaving here for 6 weeks, so there will be a lot of their friends that they won't see over the summer. So what about play dates and sleepovers? They have some of their really close friends that they really want to get together with. So I need to make sure that my kids are remembered and their needs are remembered in this time. So I will write those down on the list. As an employee or an employer, are there things that I need to have in place? I need to set deadlines for things, or I need to communicate such to so-and-so. I'll write those down as well, because these are all thoughts that are weighing on our minds, and even a lot of times they're subconscious. We don't even necessarily realize or pinpoint what it is that we're actually thinking about. We just know we have a lot going on. We know often we can feel overwhelmed. Often it's like a bowl of tangled yarn where it's all kind of twisted up together. As we start doing a brain dump, it's pulling apart those strands, and we can assign them to their appropriate category, assign them to their appropriate priority level. What is actually really truly pressing, and what is actually truly important, and what is actually really needing to be done, as opposed to just all of the other clutter that's happening in our mind. And so that way we can see, okay, this aligns with my values. This is something I need to prioritize, this relationship or this commitment. So this helps us to kind of prioritize where we need to put our energy and where we need to put our effort and our time into. It's about being a good manager of my time. Another sort of mental trigger that I use when I'm going through this brain dump is I will kind of mentally go around my house according to zones. In the kitchen, for example, I need to make a plan for what meals to make over the next few days, use up all of the food that needs to be used up, anything that's going to go bad while we're gone. Additionally, when we come back after our travel, we'll have a 2-week quarantine. And so I need to have quarantine food. So obviously shelf-stable foods. So those needed to get plugged into my shopping list. Additionally, if you have considerations, then you can take that into account. So for example, I was in my children's room. My youngest son is no longer in diapers, and so I have cloth diapers that I was going to get rid of. Normally they could completely wait until after I return, but the person I was going to give them to is only in town over the summer. So I wanted to make sure I had a plan for getting those to her. So I got those to her as well this morning. Once I have everything that I can possibly think of down on paper, then I can go through and I can prioritize. I can say, actually this I can deal with from America. This needs to be done today. This needs to be done also today. This I can deal with on Monday. And it's not about procrastinating. That's one thing I want to make sure I make clear, that this brain dump is, and prioritizing things is not at all about procrastinating, but it's about managing the time that we do have and slotting things into the most appropriate, intentional way we need to do that. So I've done that. So I have the rest of the days kind of blocked out about what needs to happen on which day. So all of these things do take mental preparation, and so that's why for me the brain dump is so helpful. Exactly what is priority, what can wait, what must happen today, and so that nothing gets overlooked, and that also I'm no longer completely overwhelmed trying to balance all of that in my mind all at the same time. I do also just want to quickly mention that one of my strategies for cleaning. I do want the house to be kind of clean while we're gone. Monday I'm going to do the weekly home blessing hour. So that is a surface clean of all of the main living areas of the house. And then on Tuesday I might do zone 1 and 2. So I'll do the entryway and dining room and the kitchen. And that is just a really quick whirlwind clean, but it's enough that it makes me feel like I'm actually am not leaving my house in a disaster. And then on Wednesday, for example, I might do bathrooms and the children's rooms. And then on Thursday, I might do the master bedroom and the other kid's bedroom. And then on Friday, I can do the living. So these are just some of the ways that I tackle big projects, how to not become overwhelmed in the really busy times of life. So all the best, guys. I will catch up with you another time, probably my last video before we make our big trip, but we'll see you again at some point soon. Bye, guys.